Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to Ops on Cloud channel. Today we are breaking down DevOps, what is not and how to decide if it's right for you. This is our first video in the series of DevOps beginners to advanced or the DevOps architect series, where we try to understand what DevOps is and what it is not to start with. Later we'll proceed with different concepts of DevOps elements, parameters and landscape. To start with, now let's bust some myths and get real about DevOps. So, to start with the introduction, DevOps is everywhere, right? But is it for everyone? Not necessarily. Today we will cover, what DevOps is not and who should avoid DevOps, key factors to consider before adapting it, and the problems DevOps solves and its challenges. Stick around till the end, and hey, don't forget to subscribe if you want to know more about this. And so, what DevOps is not? Let's get one thing straight, right? Now, DevOps is not just bunch of tools. No, it's just not CI/CD or Docker or Kubernetes, and also it's not no ops. See, operations still play a role. We will discuss all these things in detail. And it's not just for developers. Collaboration is key here. Teams need to collaborate. It's for architects, it's for testing team, it's for designers, it's for AML engineers. So DevOps is not only for DevOps to put CI/CD, you know, tools with a pipeline, do a continuous delivery. And definitely, it's not a one-time setup. It's always an ongoing and evolving process, right? So, what is the weirdest DevOps myth that you have heard? Drop it in the comment below. So, who should not use DevOps? All right. So, who should maybe steer clear of DevOps? Any small scale teams, right, with minimal deployments. If you release twice a year, DevOps is definitely a overkill. And there are some organizations, they have the rigid culture and traditional IT structures. If change kind of scares you, DevOps will give you nightmares of adapting it. And also, there are some industries where compliance has to be catered to, where highly regulated industries like banking, healthcare, and insurance might not fit into a DevOps automation culture for all of their software component, maybe in parts, but not all. And there are some legacy heavy businesses, if your systems can be automated and DevOps is not at all required. So, does your company fall into any of these categories? If yes, you have to think twice before, adapting to the DevOps. So, what are some of the key considerations before adapting? Before you say yes to DevOps, ask yourself, is your culture ready for collaboration? DevOps is teamwork, it's not just not tools. Are you willing to invest in automation, CI/CD monitoring, and infrastructure as code? Because to achieve any of these, you need to identify the tools, you need to invest some amount of licenses to adapt, and security matters here. There has to be a security mindset right from starting day one to think of DevSecOps and shift left security. We will discuss all these things in detail in upcoming videos. At the same time, you have to ask yourself, do you have the skills? Because DevOps adoption needs training of various tools and to decide the number of uh, parameters or elements that is required to implement DevOps. And you also have to ask the question that are you in it for the long haul? It needs a long-term commitment. It's just not a quick fix. It's a journey. It's not a magic pen where you'll achieve overnight success by implementing just a couple of CI/CD pipelines. So, is your team really ready for DevOps? You can comment below and let us know. So, what are some of the problems DevOps? Okay, let's talk about the good steps. What DevOps actually fixes. Now, faster deployment. CI/CD means quicker releases, and it reduces significantly reduces time to market. It has fewer failures. Automation reduces human errors. Yes, automation has to be error-free first to implement that, and it fosters better collaboration. It tries to break silos between teams. The other important major problem that it solves is scalability and flexibility. I would like to add adaptability as well, because when there is a cloud native automation in the mix, you can achieve sky's the limit to have this adaptation for automation of the DevOps. You will have a lot of options. Of course, DevOps isn't all rainbows and unicorns. Here are some real challenges. It is a complex setup and learning curve if you are not in the game already, and it's not DevOps, it's just not a plug and play. Yes, there are tools that are being coming into market, but still you need to understand the concept. You need to know what you need, and there are security risks because there will be faster deployments, means security gaps if you are not careful, if you are not put security benchmark considerations while implementing. And the one major challenge with the DevOps adoption is the tool overload. There are a lot of DevOps tools uh, with each category, so it's very little time to know, to understand what needs to be used and what needs to be purchased to put in place, and whether to go for an open source, what are our compliance issues. So we need to, there are a lot of parameters, and definitely there are a lot of tools that are being in the market confuses you. And cultural resistance, so this is one of the, I mean, everybody says there is no, I mean, we would like to adapt and change is the only constant, but believe me, it's a challenge. Not everyone likes the change. So are you struggling with any of these? Let's discuss in the comment. Still unsure if DevOps is for you? Let's simplify it. So just follow this decision tree to see if DevOps makes sense for your team. And if you observe here, are you involved in software development or operations? Yes. Do you want a faster deployments and fewer errors? Yes. Or your DevOps and teams siloed with poor collaboration? At currently, no, they are good. Are releases taking weeks, months due to manual process? No. Are there any outages or common bugs? So no. So it doesn't mean that you have to implement DevOps into your project. Most of the, if you follow this decision tree, you can, the status quo works. If it's not broken, the say is right. If it's not broken, don't fix it. At the same time, if the answer is yes for this, or your DevOps team silo with poor collaboration, yes, you have to adapt the DevOps because it will help you break down silos and improve teamwork. And again, if your releases are taking time, yes, adopt DevOps, automates pipelines for faster speed. So pipeline is just one element in DevOps process if you see, observe here. So our outages are common. Yes, adopt DevOps because it enhances monitoring and feedback loops. And if you're not doing software development at all, not needed. DevOps focus on software delivery and IT operations, right? So, and do you want faster deployments? No, you don't need. Are you looking to scale systems? Yes, then you have to adapt DevOps because infrastructure as a code plays an important role where you can enable scalability and stability over here. So, are you ready for automation? Do you embrace collaboration? Are you open to continuous improvement? If yes, DevOps is calling your name. If not, you might need to rethink your approach. All right, let's wrap it up. Here's what we learned today. DevOps is not just tools, no ops or one-time fix. Who should avoid DevOps? Small teams, rigid enterprises, and legacy-heavy businesses. Before adapting, right, consider the culture, automation readiness, security, and training. DevOps rightly solves speed, collaboration, and reliability issues, but it also comes with complexity, security risk, and tool overload. Okay, agree, disagree, let's discuss in the comment. Call to action. Hey, you, we made it to the end. Now, here's what to do next. Like this video if you find it useful. Comment below what's your biggest DevOps challenge. Subscribe more for DevOps content in next video, and don't miss my next videos where DevOps elements and landscape. It will be the next video in this series where we will discuss about the tools and different areas of DevOps. And thank you.